Ava's zoo. Moo, oink, bleh. Squeak. Hi, I'm Ava. Over the past 2 months, I've been making a zoo featuring some of my favorite animals. And today I'm going to take you on a little virtual tour of it. I'll show you photos of my enclosures, and some photos will be of the animals in the wild. Let's get started. Green sea turtles. In captivity, a green sea turtle needs an enclosure that is 28 feet by 6 feet by 4 feet. They need grass, algae, and warm salt water in the wild. They live in tropical and subtropical waters in the Atlantic, Indian, and Pacific Oceans. A green sea turtle's diet changes a lot during its life. When young, it eats worms, crustaceans, insects, grasses, and algae. Once it matures, it strictly is vegetarian. Random fact. Green sea turtles are named after their layer of green fat that lies under their shell. Scientists believe this colored fat is a result of their vegetable diet. Bottlenose dolphin. In captivity, a bottlenose dolphin needs 96 square feet of space. In the wild, they need salt water and space to come up for air. Bottlenose dolphins live in temperate and tropical waters. They can thrive in many environments and feed on a variety of prey such as fish, squid, and crustaceans. An adult dolphin can eat up to 15 to 30 pounds of food per day. Random fact. Bottlenose dolphins shed their outermost layer of skin every 2 hours. Giant Pacific octopus. In captivity, a giant Pacific octopus needs 12 square feet of space. In the wild, they are most abundant in shallow tidal pools, but can live in depths up to 4,920 feet. They can be found in the Mediterranean and Black Seas, as well as the Indian and Pacific Oceans. A giant Pacific octopus is a carnivore, eating snails, shellfish, clams, crabs, scallops, lobsters, and shrimp. Random fact. Giant Pacific octopuses can change their color in 1/10 of a second. Asian small-clawed otters. In captivity, a small-clawed otter needs 240 square feet of space. In the wild, they live in small streams, rivers, marshes, rice paddies, seacoasts, and mangroves. In southern India, southern China, and parts of Southeast Asia. The Asian small-clawed otter feeds on mollusks, fish, frogs, crabs, and other crustaceans. Foraging is done mainly on the shoreline in shallow waters and is done almost entirely with front paws. Random fact. Asian small-clawed otters' claws do not extend beyond their digital pads, and they only have partly webbed feet. Wombats. In captivity, wombats need a space of 12 by 16 feet with a 2 by 2 foot shed. In the wild, they prefer wet, partly forested areas on the coast, and they live in burrows, preferring well-drained soils that are easy to dig in. They mainly live on the eastern coasts of Australia and in Tasmania. Wombats spend between 3 to 8 hours each night grazing on snowgrass, wallaby grass, and kangaroo grass. Random fact. A group of wombats is called a wisdom. Sumatran tiger. In captivity, a Sumatran tiger needs 400 square feet of space. In the wild, they need proximity to water, abundance of prey, and enough cover to rest. Sumatran tigers only live in one place in the wild, Sumatra. They will prey on almost any available animal, big or small, including fish, monkeys, wild boar, tapirs, and deer. They hunt at night and tend to make about a large kill a week. They consume 10 to 25 pounds of meat per day. Random fact. Sumatran tigers can run up to nearly 40 miles per hour. African lion. In captivity, an African lion needs about 700 square feet of space. In the wild, they mainly stick to grasslands, scrub, and open woodlands, but they can survive in most habitats aside from tropical rainforests. They largely live in the lower Saharan desert. African lions usually hunt at night. Their prey includes antelopes, zebras, young elephants, rhinos, hippos, hogs, crocodiles, and giraffes. Adult female lions need to eat about 11 pounds of meat each day, while males eat 16 pounds or more. Random fact. African lions' roar can be heard from 5 miles away. Teacup pigs. In captivity, a teacup pig needs about 260 square feet of space. Pigs are adaptable animals that can live pretty much anywhere in the wild. As long as they have access to water, food, and shelter, they make do. In the wild, they can be found all around the world. Pigs are omnivores, which means they eat both vegetables and animals. Wild pigs typically eat 7 to 11 meals per day. Random fact. The name teacup pig is actually a misnomer. Most teacup pigs grow to be between 100 and 200 pounds. Pygmy goats. In captivity, a pygmy goat needs around 60 square feet of space. As a domestic breed, they live on farmland, but in the wild, they live on hillsides and plains. Goats are surprisingly hardy and capable of adapting to a wide variety of climates and conditions. In the wild, pygmy goats are found in Cameroon Valley and Western Africa. Their favorite food is grass, though mountain goats also eat mosses and plants. Many domestic goats will also eat trash, houseplants, and any other items they will find lying around. Random fact. Male pygmy goats have a scent gland on their crowns of their heads. Chinchilla. In captivity, a chinchilla needs a space of around 3 feet by 4 feet. In the wild, chinchillas live in social groups called herds. Herd sizes can range from 14 members up to 100 for social interactions as well as protection from predators. Random fact. Chinchilla's fur is considered the softest in the world. 30 times softer than a human hair. Chinchillas also have 50 or more hairs per follicle, as opposed to humans who only have one. Silky chickens. In captivity, a silky chicken needs about 93 square feet of space. They need fresh air and sunshine as well. Chickens thrive on foraging in the open, so they need lots of space. Silky chickens originate in Southeast Asia, but now live worldwide. They can be fed a mix of fruits, vegetables, and grains. You can also toss out table scraps for them. Random fact: silky chickens' feathers do not have barbs holding the strands together, causing them to form individual silky strands, which gives them their fluffy appearance. Besides their unique plumage, they have 5 toes instead of the usual 4 displayed by most chickens. American Fuzzy Lops. In captivity, an American Fuzzy Lop needs a space of about 56 square feet. Fuzzy Lops don't really exist in the wild. They've been bred in captivity and live all over the United States. Rabbits are herbivorous. Their diets include grasses, clover, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts, fruits, seeds, roots, buds, and tree bark. Random fact: rabbits share the same gendered names as deer. Females are called does, and males are called bucks. Hyacinth and scarlet macaw. In captivity, macaws need an enclosure of about 240 square feet, with lots of room to fly. In the wild, they live in the canopy and emergent layers of the rainforest. They like to nest in holes in trees. Macaws are on the endangered species list because their numbers are declining due to rainforest destruction and people capturing them for pets. The hyacinth macaw lives in Brazil, Bolivia, and Paraguay, while the scarlet macaw can also be found in Peru, Mexico, and Trinidad. They feed on native seeds, fruits, flowers, leaves, palm nuts, figs, nectar, and in some regions, clay from riverbanks. Random fact: macaws have 4 toes, 2 toes facing forward and 2 toes facing backwards. These feet are called zygodactyl and make climbing and perching much easier. Things you should do at the zoo: separate your animals. Things not to do at the zoo: cram all your animals into the same enclosure. What to do at the zoo: keep yourself a safe distance from the animals. Things you should not do at the zoo: walk right into the enclosure, unless you are a zookeeper. Another do at the zoo: please keep your paws to yourself. Don'ts at the zoo: don't feed the animals. I hope you enjoyed your time at my zoo. Please come again.